All right, let's get right into it.
Let's
How's it
go.
going?
What's up? I'm good. I'm good. Getting a little like nipply
So
in my neck of the woods, but I'm good. What's going on?
same here. We had an ice storm where it
Oh
like
wow.
snowed, then freezing rain on top of the snow. My front yard was literally an ice skating rink with like 6 inches of snow underneath it. It was crazy.
Oh wow. The deep freeze is here,
Yep.
but spring will be here in a couple weeks, so hang in there.
Yeah. Went to Home Depot and it was at they
Oh,
had
I
the
like the
pallets
video by
of
the way. That
stuff
was
ready to
cool
go.
video. Yeah, they're not playing, man. They got the salt ready to go everywhere. I
Yep.
mean, I haven't seen a lot of snow up here, but we are hitting like a nice deep freeze. So I got my little Spidey hat on. This thing's keeping me nice and warm tonight.
So anyways, like we were talking about Netflix and what is Netflix's track record with these shows. I mean, obviously Stranger Things kind of started with the comic book, I believe. um I never really got into that, but my wife thought the Stranger Things TV show on Netflix was really good, and I'm excited to see basically where they go with it from
Yeah.
here, because if Stranger Things can succeed, something with as big of a fan base as Something is Killing the Children should be able to do pretty well too.
Yeah, and I did a couple of reads about something killing the children, and I think Netflix would be suited for this kind of thing because if they did stylistic way that um the Luke Cage show was done, all those Marvel, wonderful, wonderful Marvel shows that were like, it was just like the perfect time for Marvel. Daredevil became the man again. If you was to
Yeah.
do it in that kind of direction, and since they have a track record of doing it, you're gonna make a mega cult hit for sure. You know, and
Yeah.
so I would say it could happen. You get to write it, and who are you gonna get to write it? Same people who wrote Daredevil, the same people who wrote Jessica Jones, the same people who wrote Luke Cage and Iron Fist. These are the people you
Yeah.
get. Even if you gotta get the person that just wrote the Defenders, I'm telling you, they have the talent there already. So it's not gonna be hard to do. It's just all about the writing and how
Yep.
you're gonna portray everything. I mean, stick to me personally, stick to the essence of the comic because um wherever that is, it doesn't matter. I'm not doing identity politics and all that. I'm just saying wherever the essence of the comic is, stay to the essence of it. If they stay to that, then I would say they have a mega hit. I mean, I can't wait to
Yeah.
watch it if it's gonna wind up being like that. I'm excited, like I said, because I think they have the track record to do it. And let's be honest, everybody suffered last year, including Netflix. Cause so you know what, you guys need to hit. You gotta hit out the park for sure. So plus with the entire they had The Witcher that just totally what a nightmare. That thing's falling apart. Once
Yep.
once Henry Cavill left, there was like no hope, no saving that thing. It just died. I started watching the Witcher Bloodlines. At first, I was falling asleep on it, so I didn't really know what was going on. And during my slumber of getting up in between, that's how I know something's bad. When you fall asleep on it and you getting up to watch it, and then you fall back asleep, then
Yep.
you know it's bad. And I tried my hardest to get up and watch it.
Yeah.
Then I realized I got the time that I was like, wait a minute, Michelle Yeoh's a elf. The big dude's an elf. The black chick's an elf. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Like, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was like, this don't make no. And I just turned it off from this. So I never watched it, and I knew it was gonna be garbage. Like the minute I saw that, the Witch was badass because you had Geralt, you had Henry Cavill. He loved the script. I don't understand like why these people in Hollywood don't want you to love the material or even because we don't want you to have a predisposition just in case you play it perfectly because that's what you are, an actor. And there's a
Yeah.
whole script in video games. Go into any Witcher game, 1, 2, or 3. You got thousands of hours of script in that. The
Yeah.
detail of video gaming. I mean, do these guys play video games? I would imagine some of them have to. No, we're just gonna write our own
No,
story.
I
We're
hear
gonna do
you.
our own narrative. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean but I have a lot to
No,
say
you're
about it.
good.
Continue.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's crazy because like you've got on one hand, it's like I really want to see these shows succeed. I want Netflix to succeed. I want these shows to succeed. And then on the other hand, it's like, okay, but I don't want it to just be, hey, here's the comic in movie form. I want it to be, okay, here's what the source material was. We're going to run with it and kind of not take it so far out of context, kind of the way that they did with Game of Thrones towards the later seasons,
Yes.
but keep it within a context and skip over stuff that needs to be skipped over and add stuff where it needs to be added. Because obviously, like, honestly, like, perfect example of this is the Polar Express movie. That book, if you told that straight up, in that would have taken 10 to maybe half an hour episode. But
Yeah.
like the roller coaster scene of the train driving over the ice, like every little bit of that was so well done that it's like, yeah, okay, like this is probably what happened on that journey that they just kind of skipped over
Yeah.
within that, because it's a children's book. A children's book can't be 500 pages long, but a script for a movie needs to be that long.
Yeah, definitely, definitely for sure. You know, um, I don't know. I just like you said, I'm very apprehensive too because I just don't want to put my all into this. But
Yeah.
I feel like I think they have the experience. I do have some confidence in this because I said if it wasn't for the success of all the other Marvel things, they were so successful that Disney had to snatch them back. That goes to show you that they were just sitting there on the shelf. They said, "Hey, let's just do this," and you know, and shout out to all my boys that worked on that. Y'all know who you are. And it's pretty much like, yeah, it's
Why
pretty
did
much
Marvel give that to Netflix?
um, well, I think during the last couple of years of Stanley's life, there was still like um these properties up for debate, and I'm not sure
Okay.
like if the Netflix was trying to own it or not, or if Disney owned it at the time. But by the time the deal got done, Disney was in ownership of it, but Netflix was already in negotiations with doing it for Marvel. So,
Okay.
I believe somewhere during the time of the old man's passing and all that, and the estate being all like finally being slotted the way that it is,
Yeah.
um, then they green lighted it to go for a couple seasons without the intentions of renewing it because Disney wanted it,
Yeah.
and I really can't blame them. But
Yeah.
Jesus, you guys got it back. You're going back to old Daredevil. I mean, you already tried to give him a walk of shame. He has nothing to feel ashamed of. He pounded the hell out of She-Hulk. That's all I care about. That's it. He's the man. That's it. Walk of shame my ass. He should be walking with pride. A blind man. He still pulled that down. So it don't matter. She's a She-Hulk. So I I would love to see what they actually do with him on Disney, but I'm not holding my breath for what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
Like if I had to pick any shows to watch on Disney, it's going to be The Mandalorian because I told you the original script cast is back.
Yep.
And it seems like Kennedy's out. She's going to be casted out, and Karen Kennedy's out, and there's a lot of changes that are going on in Disney. Of course, it's the first quarter.
Yeah.
This is the way you try to get your investors back. Remember
Yep.
one thing: they could throw away billions of dollars. Everybody's like, "Oh, look, they lost all this money last year." Yeah, you know what
Who
they're gonna do
cares? It's
now?
Disney.
You know what they're gonna do now? They're just gonna go back to the parks and they're just gonna raise the price. So good luck with your family in Disneyland this year. You're gonna be paying about $400 to $500 more. But it's all good. It's all good. It goes for the financing of the movie. I never go to Disney. I go to Universal. The prices actually went down.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
They went down compared to Disney's
my
because
wife and I are actually going to Disney over spring break.
oh, there you go. So I guarantee you're gonna notice the increase. Let me know how the increases are. You're gonna be like, oh, you're right, because this is how they get the money.
Yeah.
It's listen. I'm sitting in there. I'm telling you. Okay, they go just like this. Okay, where the park pulling? Okay, this and that. How much we got for the budget? We got blah blah blah. That's it. Money's always getting dumped in that place. You don't understand. It's like sitting under a waterfall of unlimited funds. No matter what happens with Disney, they're always gonna have money from everywhere. Hey, it is what it is. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
good setup. You use your park to fund your projects, and if they do good, great. If they don't do good, you write it off. That's
Yeah.
it. What do you think they did with the Batgirl movie? A
Yep.
write off. That's a
That's a write-off.
that's 100,
Who
two.
writes it off? The government. I don't know.
You know. So when you took over the asset, right? When
Yep.
they took over the WB, they took the debt with them. But this debt is writable because on the when you take over, everything gets liquefied. There's no more stock. They're resetting everything, and it's just like for every dollar that they said that they were making, they were losing actually $2. So they got to make up for that loss somehow.
They got to make it somewhere.
So you know it's how they pick their projects is what's going to make their money. And that Batgirl was so horrible. I mean, okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, so I'm going to tell you. There was three of the worst screen movies um within the last couple months that two of them aren't out yet. Well, one never made it. That was
Yep.
Batgirl. But believe it or not, Batgirl actually tested third likeliest compared to the other two I'm about to talk about. The second one that bombed with the pre-screens more than once was Black Adam, and the other one, the last one that bombed with the whole audience. And I don't know if you'll believe it or not. It probably won't be a surprise to you, but it definitely is bombing, and I can't wait to see it. I may watch it just to report on the disaster. Aquaman 2 in the Lost Kingdom.
I've
Yep.
heard Aquaman 2 is unreleasable.
They saying it's the worst thing they ever saw. But you know what I heard was the best thing they ever saw, and I can't believe this.
The Flash movie.
Only because of that damn Michael Keaton. He's coming
Mhm.
back. I was making fun of him a couple of weeks ago, but I'm gonna be honest. I want to see him back here. I want to see him old school, because between him and Christopher Nolan Batman, those are
Yep.
my favorite Batman. Just like I'm gonna say straight up, like Tobey Maguire is my favorite Batman. But when it came to Andrew Garfield and Spider-Man, I mean, my favorite Spider-Man.
I was gonna say, when did Toby play Batman?
I keep forgetting where I'm putting my faces. so
Bully Maguire Batman. Now that
yeah,
would be a good one.
that's gonna be the next one. That's coming tonight.
Yeah, Christian Bale is my wife and my favorite Batman. And
Yeah, I like Christian Bale and I like
yeah,
Michael Keaton. I'm telling you, Batman 2, superb. I remember when I was very young, that was my first job. The job I ever had. I was an usher in the movie theaters, and I got to see that thing like in
yeah.
'89, I believe it was, and it was so fly. I loved it. It was such a great movie. I watched it so many times. This town needs an enema. Come on, how can you not love that movie? You have Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, and for
Mhm.
all you youngsters that you want to do a class project, you gotta bring them. This is what I do for my class
Yeah.
if I were you. Bring them this old school Batman. And don't even
And
bring it to them
seriously,
on new TV. Give it to them on one of those old rollabout. You have so I know you have to have some in the school. The ones that have the VCRs on. And find one with a
yep.
VCR or a DVD player. Roll it into the classroom and play it just like that. They're gonna love you forever.
I
Say
think
this
one
is
of the
how movies
best
were made.
things was rewatching The Town and seeing Ben Affleck in his prime and Jeremy Renner in his prime. I never realized that on my first watch that was Jeremy Renner. I never realized that was Hawkeye.
Oh, you just
I
taught
was
me
like,
something because I didn't even
what?
know that was Jeremy Renner. But now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
I would
And
like to
like
watch that
rewatching,
again.
I was like, holy shit, this is an awesome movie, just as it was way back then. But like re-seeing like these actors and like where they've gone
You know
since
it's going to
then
be another good
is just
watch
amazing.
too? Because you just reminded me of that movie. How about Mystic River with Sean Penn?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen that? Oh my
I
God, that
I've
right
never
there.
seen it, but I've heard of it before. I've heard it's
No,
good.
you never seen it. So listen, in the stylistics of the last movie, watch Mystic River. This is Sean
Okay.
Penn. I have nothing nice to really say about Sean Penn or mean. I'm just saying that this is the best I ever seen him act, and I was like a fan from this point on
I
because
love Sean Penn.
yeah, I'm not gonna give you any spoilers, but the
You
things that
ever
he
seen
goes through in his
him? You ever seen him in Gilmore Girls as Kurt?
I did see him a couple of times in
Oh
Gilmore
my
Girls,
god, it's
yeah.
so funny. He
Sean Penn,
plays
man.
exactly how I feel he would be in real life, and that's what I
Yeah.
love about it. Like that's just it's him to a T as himself, just with a different name.
Yeah, he's a straight shooter, man. I mean, from when I won't say I got real close to him a couple of times, but I've been close enough to, you know, to hear it, I'm like, damn, this dude's like straight up, like he just straight up. I like it. Like that's how
Yeah.
you should be with people. Like like sometimes when on the road and I'm doing my thing and I meet whoever I'm meeting, whatever producers, stars, actors. Sometimes you never know. I start out the day. I'm with some dude. I don't know who he is at first. Turns out be the writer of the show, let's say, right, or the director. And we're talking for a minute, because sometimes I don't talk, but I don't know. I'm a
Yeah.
very engaging person. I don't know what it is about me. That's why I'm on TV. Some YouTube. So I'll start picking up little nuances of what this person does, and they throw stuff at me, and I throw stuff at them, and it's just like it becomes like an exchange, and then like I start to figure out. I'm like, oh, this is the writer of the show. Okay, that's cool. Oh, this is the director. Oh, you're the star. What part did you play? Oh, that part. Like it starts to
Yeah.
like. Sometimes you just don't recognize people off the bat. I mean, I've seen like huge movie stars. Like I was getting directions one time from it was a show and I could talk about it because I wasn't in that, so I could talk about this. Yeah, okay. Um, have you ever seen the show The Blacklist?
um, I've never watched it. That's the one with. Oh,
That's
what is he from?
He's from The Breakfast Club. He's from all the '80s movies. That is
Yes.
well, I forget his name off back myself, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yep, I know who
So
you're
he
talking
played
about.
the character in the show. I think he played the character called Raymond Reynolds. He's like this super spy. And he
Okay.
has something called the Blacklist. And the Blacklist is supposed to it's actually I watched a couple of seasons of it. And I gotta be honest, I really liked the show because of the possibilities of what it had. So apparently this guy really knew. Like he was I guess a spy, a spook, a bad guy, but he had a blacklist of people who were worse off than him. Raymond Remington, that was his name. So he was a
Okay.
spy who had a list of other spies that were against Americans' interests, and they would go after these guys and take them down one at a time.
Okay.
So I'm showing up to a production. That was I think I was telling you guys a story last week about how when I showed up, I almost got an acting job, but I was there for another job. So this is the same day. I didn't realize it at first until after I had left. But I'm looking at this gentleman sitting up on a truck, and he has like this like sun hat on, and I go, "Excuse me, I'm looking for the set for the blacklist. I gotta sign in somewhere." So he turns around, and goes, "Right this way, sir. You go over there and you take a right, and just ask for Bob. He knows they're expecting you." I go, "Thank you, sir." He goes, "You're welcome. You have a nice day." But I'm listening to him. I said, "That sounds just like Raymond Remington." But I just kept walking, like But it was him. He was just sitting there on the truck in a hat, regular hat, chilling in his
That's
glasses.
awesome.
He had like a he may have had some kind of drink. I don't remember if he had a drink. If it was like spring, so it wasn't like too hot or too cold, so he could have just been like half sipping on something and just like sitting on the
Yeah.
edge of the back of one of the trailers, where you have the edge was like this metal sheet that sticks out like 5 feet, and he kind of made it into like his nice little patio.
James
And I
Spader.
just that's what I'm saying. Yeah, James Spader. That's
Yep.
it. Yes, James Spader.
Ultron. That's what I was trying to
Exactly.
think of.
Yes, that's who he is, James
Yep.
Spader. So I mean, I got close to him like that, and I gotta be honest, real straight up person, and I mean,
Yeah.
this just happens like, um, you're just like in my line of work and where I'm from, you're just gonna run into people all the time. I mean, it's just like living out in Hollywood. Spider Con is
Spider
nice. That's
Carnage.
right. I love it. I feel like that today. I definitely do. Yes. Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm just like my life is just a lot of weird stuff's going on. I'm finishing up my comic. I got to LLC the story tomorrow and copyright the story. Once that's done, then I can
Yep.
release what the name is, how I'm gonna proceed. But so far, I mean, of course, very small pool of testing, and the response I've been getting back is like extremely positive.
Nice.
And from the work right down to the art that I created, it's just like it's a love more of it's it's love and it's art and it's just all tough all at once because there are times I was sitting there at night, like last night I was writing for a couple hours, I haven't
Okay.
written in a couple of days. I get a little write block. It's like I have the entire. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
freaking George Lucas. I swear to God, like I have this entire universe in my head, and I can sit down, and I'm going to once it's all out, and I'm gonna sit here for hours and just talk to the damn camera and just go through the whole story in my mind, word for word. I got the script and everything. So the only thing I'm doing right now is just translating everything down, and then by next week, me and Mister Way Comics, we're gonna get together and concise the first couple of pages down, and I think I'm even going to show a couple of glimpses, couple of shots of the first couple of pieces done. But hopefully I'm going to have this done by the summer. Hopefully,
That would be
because this is
awesome.
6 books, but I'm already on the first one. I'm pretty much done with half of it right now, and I'm going to dedicate myself to at least an hour of writing tonight. It's
Nice.
no, I don't have any particular thing or skill, and I gotta be honest. I think I from going to college and writing all the reports that I wrote in my life, I got a lot of experience with writing.
Yep. As
Like I
long
really
as
do.
as
Yeah.
long as your writer's block doesn't lead to a random character like Palpatine's granddaughter changing her last name to
No,
whatever
no,
she
no,
feels
no.
like it,
Yeah,
I
to
think you're good to
Skywalker.
go.
Yeah, no. It's nothing like that. I mean, I'll be honest. I have this is something that I can like. I can actually sit there and just speak the entire thing out, and I have it from beginning to end, and I even started the next chapter. And the thing about it is, the creatures I have are 6 of them, but I have hundreds more. I just not gonna show them yet. So it's like it's a very exciting thing and a very exciting time, and I like to see what's going on in entertainment. And I'm very interested in Marvel, and I'm very interested in what Netflix got going on because I really feel like these guys have a chance. Netflix, listen up. You know me already, right? We talked about this already, so we're gonna have a talk again, okay? So listen up. Like I told you guys before, when you lost all this money, what to do, what not to do. Listen, fans can help. You don't have to take everything what we're saying, but just take a little piece and just listen. There's still a market out there of a
Yep.
big Generation X, of a age group between 35 and 55. They have the most disposable money now. Some of them are even retired. And this is what you do. You see, there is an entire market out there. And these are the people that grew up with this. So,
Yep.
playgate to that a little bit. You know, isn't your job to pander to things? So pander to your audience as well as pander to whatever ideology you want to pander to, so long as you make money. You see,
Yep.
because that's the one thing about my company that I'm going to say. I'm going to pander to the customer, and the customer's always right. That's it. I'm going to write my universe. It's going to be set, but it's not going to be set in stone. It's going to be workable with whoever wants to work with me. Marvel, DC, Rippaverse, I'm here. Whoever wants to work with me, I can believe me. I can integrate. I'm fine with that. My mind is made up. But it's just like I said. It's very like the pandemic is what really like it changed so many lives, and I'm seeing things completely different that I wouldn't have seen like this a couple of years ago. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't have thought this was even possible. Because even right now, like the way we're growing, look, we're like neck and neck. No competition, but I like seeing like your numbers and my numbers. So like, yo, what's going on? Like I check, I'm like, look, he just got 100 more. You check, like, yo, you right there. It's crazy, right?
It's
What's going
crazy
on?
because like I'm putting out these little shorts videos here and there, and they're getting like 1,000 views, and one
Mm-hmm.
will blow up, and it'll be like, oh, 30 subscribers and one thing, and then like randomly a video from like 2 days ago went up at the same time as
It
another
happened to
video
me
I
too.
just posted, and I was like, what? And 20 subscribers from that video, and then another 20 here, and like 5 or 10 like in other random places. I was like, hey, whatever works, like just keep giving me those subs.
Yeah, and also you see this, the hashtags will also sharing because I'm not
Yep.
just sharing with you. I'm sharing with another YouTuber. Shout out to
Okay.
Mark Spector Comics. Is another guy. He's on the verge. Like this kid is
He's got
like.
some good stuff.
Yeah, so Mark Spector. I think I sent him an invite to the to the community chat. I didn't ask. I'm sorry. I'm asking now. Well, I figured I was a member now, right? So yeah, I'm a member, man. So it's all good.
That's what's up.
So yeah. So I looked at it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. That's it. Because it's
Yeah.
gonna come a time that I may ask you for a favor. we know that time's definitely gonna come. No, I'm kidding. But I'm gonna like I really want to get my hours up so I can get business going. I think like
Yeah.
once I get it going. I mean, cause it's crazy. Like my channel got so many damn views and so many likes and so many subs, and it's like, but my hours are just like in the toilet. Because when I first was pumping it, I didn't realize that shorts weren't going to count for accumulated hours to get the 4,000 hours. Because in shorts hours, I have about 7 to 8,000 hours. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh right, I got this easy, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And
Yep.
then I
It's
started
crazy.
going, yeah, I'm like, ugh. So of course, doing more live stuff. Gonna be doing more shows. I got a video I'm gonna put up as soon as I'm done with this. I didn't even edit it. I gotta edit it. It'll be up late. Don't worry about it. But it's all Saturday going to Sunday. Don't worry about it. So it's just one of those things. He's
What's up, time traveler?
freaking hilarious. What's up, Mr. Star Traveler? I haven't seen him in a minute. What up, my boy? How you doing, man? You gotta give me some good stories. You gotta break. We had such a great. I'm glad that he just came up, cause me and Promiscuous Time Travel, we go back a little. Remember
Okay.
we were having in the community chat about these whatnot sellers, right? Like
Yep.
if okay, so whatnot guys were putting up.
Sellers, influencers, whatever you want to call them.
So Promiscuous Time Traveler, goes like, share, subscribe to that kid. Promiscuous Time Traveler. Trust me, this video is worth watching. He pretty much bid for one of those ultimate Fallout 4s. The
Okay.
Clayton Cranes variants that was selling for like 20 something $1,000.
Yep.
What he did was it's not I wouldn't call it trolling. He said the truth. 27,000 I think he won for it. Cut to eBay, said it was a fraud. eBay immediately canceled the sale. Yo, that was the best thing I ever
That's
saw in my
awesome.
life. And he live streamed at the show, so we were all sitting there watching it. I was like, oh my god, I gotta
That's
do something with
amazing.
you soon, my
I need to see
friend.
this video. That
Oh
sounds
my
so
god,
funny.
yo, Promiscuous Time Travel, send it in the chat group. Believe me, I will watch it again. It was such a hilarious thing to watch, and it's perfectly the point. And I really to update on that story. Hold on. So Clayton Crane also winds up sleeping with the wife of the president of Black Comics. You know about that?
Oh yes, I
I call
forgot
it the
about that.
I call it the acetate that ass gate. Yo, so Clayton Crane was stealing money and stealing women. Shout out to you, Clayton Crane. I
I
don't care what
mean,
you're doing. I have a pristine Ultimate Fallout 4 first printing that's never been removed from the package. It's going in your hands. I don't care where your hands are at. Just make sure your hands are not dirty when you're touching my stuff. That's all I ask for. That's all I ask for. I don't judge. Whatever, man. Hide your kids, hide your wives. Crane's coming, yo. Who cares? But yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, that took me back a little.
no,
I was
you're
kind of
good.
like exploring my evolution as a channel because I like doing little pieces like that every once in a while when I find some that acetate thing was that just was really I really got a lot of the information too from Mark Spector Comics, another guy, because like he wanted to see 2E2, and this is how it all started for us. So it was like a little small community that was built around this whole acetate gate. And then when I went to Comic Con in New York City, that's when I saw the Whatnot kids running around with their little short boxes, thought they were gonna get back in line. Turn around to the crowds that were waiting there for hours, say, "We got badges." Yeah, you got badges, all right. You got black and blue. It was horrible. I mean, like, I never seen people get their asses beat that badly so quickly. Of course, they're not going to advertise it.
I can't believe that it was
It was bad, bro. They were
like
taking.
that wasn't live streamed. Like usually, like the fights and stuff are crazy
I was
when
trying to
it
get in
comes to
live
like
stream, but you want to know
conventions
what
and
they were
stuff.
doing? I know for a fact. This is the Jacob Jarvis Convention Center, okay? And I won't elaborate on how I would know this, but you would know how I would know this. There's a capability that they can dampen the signal when they want to because they don't want negative publicity. So you see
Yep.
at that point when I'm trying to broadcast and nothing's coming out, it's because that's what they do. You could record and then maybe upload later, but they'll dampen it for Angel to go live. And then
Mm,
people see a bunch of people fighting. Oh, what happened? Oh no, it's just people got thrown out. It's
yeah.
pretty much from what I got, from my actual verified sources, about 8 of these guys got arrested. They were all whatnot sellers. um, 12
And
civilians
they
got
deserved
arrested
it.
too. The people who were fighting them, and I believe that 4 cases worked out of that, and they were all pretty much dismissed. But it was pretty much started from line cutting. So hey, whatnot guys, you guys are in our group. Listen up. Don't cut the lines on any Comic Con, including NYC, because NYC will beat your ass. They don't care.
NYC
Let's see.
don't play.
NYC don't play. Get in front of the line, and you'll see what day it's going to be when your ass is laying down on your face. Don't cut the line. They'll make you a disgrace. I'm telling you. You cannot play that. You cannot play that.
Bars.
I'm telling you, I'm dropping mega bars, like the deep, deep bars. Listen,
Yo,
I'm telling you.
it's just insane because it's like, and then Peach Momoko had to come out with a statement, and they're like, "Oh yeah, but Peach, it wasn't your fault," and it's like, everyone knows it wasn't her fault. She did what she thought was right and just kind of let it happen because, I mean, one, she's kind of new in the game. She's only been around for maybe 5 years from what I know.
Yeah.
As a prominent artist. I'm not going to say that she's brand new, like never did any artwork
not
before.
brand new, but as far as making her name now,
Exactly.
It's becoming now for her,
Like,
for sure. Yeah.
So she's newer to the game. She's probably not been to very many Comic-Cons as an artist.
Yeah.
That's like a big artist. And then on top of that, you're dealing with everything that's going on and you're saying, okay, what is my role in this? I'm just here to sign books. I'm here to do what I'm here to do. And if people are coming up and this is being allowed to happen, I just kind of have to just continue to put my name on these books. Like,
so this is what was happening because first of all, like I said, it was understood from the very beginning that she was going to sign 1 to 2 books totally free. If you had anything else, it was going to be $50. And I thought that was fair. That's fair. First 2 books, great. So what was happening was the whatnot sellers talking to this one, talking to that one. So now you're wondering why things were like that were allowed to happen. Now you're starting to see the pattern is starting to connect. Because if whatnot was there, then believe me, they would probably say, look, just get her to sign a few of these, and then we're just gonna we'll send a few people, and then that's it. We'll just keep it moving. You gotta end, and that's what happened, and the cycle begins. Then these whatnot sellers, because you gotta understand, not everybody's gonna be the jolly old happy people that we deal with. You may be dealing with some lowlifes that just don't care and just want to make that dollar bill. I mean, it has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but it's similar. I watch wrestling, right? I love Rey Mysterio. Freaking Rey Mysterio's coming out the airport, and this dude's got like an entire crate of it's like, wait, I'll just take a comic as an example. Like he's holding an entire thing, and it's got like all these things to sign. He's like, can I get your autograph? And Rey's like, I'll sign 1, but that's not cool, bro. Like, get the hell out of here with that. Like, come on.
You're taking advantage of it, and it's like, this clearly isn't for you at this point. This is for someone else, and you're doing this to make a buck off of me, and that's not okay.
Listen, when I start signing comic books, people are gonna ask me like that in the street. I'm gonna be like, "You want signature? $300. Get the hell out of here. That's it. That's it. $300, or otherwise you do business with me the right way, and I do it for you cheaper. But if you bum rush me in the street, believe me, it's $300 and up. And trust me, you don't want to tangle with me. I want my $300. That's it. So
that's one of the things that I like about who is it that writes White Widow? Boom.
Yes, Boom.
Or no, Absolute.
Yeah, Absolute and Boom.
The Absolute group. So what they do on their TikTok or on their whatnot, which I love following because like the guy is really cool. He's so chill, and he'll have a conversation with you through the chat, and it's so much fun to have those conversations. I want to get him on, but like our schedules never line up and stuff.
Yeah. No, sorry. I just want to say, I want to make it clear to anybody that thinks that I'm bashing whatnot. I'm definitely not bashing whatnot. What I'm saying is that whatnot, you guys do have an element of people that are giving you a bad name. And if that's not what you're about, then you need to change that. But I understand. I get it. But continue.
So, like, every single time I see him, he's like, oh, yeah, we'll sign it for free of charge. No worries. Like, just tell us, email us and say, who do you want on this? We'll even send it off to CGC for you. Like, no worries. We got you.
Nice.
All you have to do if you want the COA is pay $5. And I was like, that's
Okay.
perfect
Yeah, that's
because
fine.
a $5 COA with a free signature,
That's
the
worth
COA
it.
didn't cost you anything to make.
Yeah, who
It
cares?
was the
It was already
signature that I'm
printed. You
paying
just
for
sign it,
five
and that's
bucks.
it. Yeah, that's
Like,
a good
sweet.
signature to get for $5. Yeah, definitely.
And like everyone's like, oh well, a lot of those books are just for like fat material, and I'm like, so like I've read a couple White Widow books. It's not bad writing. It's actually pretty interesting.
Dude, I
And
have a couple of the number ones that I haven't opened yet, but the covers are just so beautiful. Oh my god, I love the
yeah,
art in there. It's like so dope, you know? Yeah,
Jamie Tyndall's art is beautiful.
yeah,
Like
it is. Oh wow, that's nice.
signed by
Yeah,
Jamie,
there you go. Yeah, $5. There's nothing wrong with that. That's cool,
and
bro.
this one too.
Yes. Send me those. I'm gonna animate the hell out of those to you. I'll give them to you animated and all. Okay?
Will do.
I'm gonna do that for you. I haven't played with my animation studio in a while, so it's gonna be time soon to start animating. And see, that's the whole thing. Is the I can get help, but I'm a one-man production right now. But trust me, when I blow it, I have people already ready. And when I really start making some cash and this thing starts actually turning into money, I want to, give back and
Yeah.
also have people help me out, work. And I'm telling you, I'm in this for life. That's it. You ain't getting rid of me. That's it. I don't care. I ain't going anywhere. Staying
Only way
here.
I'm getting carried out of here is in a pine box.
Yeah, and even then, I'm gonna crawl out that car because I'm gonna come back.
So do you have it in your will? I want to be buried with this comic and this comic like this.
Oh man, so yeah, I'm gonna be in a sack with the comics. I'm gonna be under a tree, and we're all gonna absorb the knowledge of the comics and the tree's gonna become like a comic tree. I'm hoping, like in the future, you'll be able to read the pages. It's like just say the Amazing Spider-Man #1 on the branch right there. Yes, like yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that for sure.
Every year it's a new idea, a new
Yeah,
comic.
every year like a new leaf grows, and it's a piece of the story. There you go. I just made a new comic. Copyright, copyright, copyright. And that's how my mind flows. I mean, like, honestly, that's just me screwing around. Now, if I sit there for a few minutes and think about something, I can make whatever I want.
Yeah.
I'm blessed to do this. And I just never had the time to really sit down and write like I do now. So I started about, I'm going to say about 19 books, started them. And I got one almost completely done. Oh, it's as far as 300 for the first. Yes, yes, exactly. I got you. I got you. Don't worry about it. And just for you, my friend, I'm gonna etch them. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm telling you, this is time travel. Shout out to you, my brother. I haven't talked to him in a minute. I hit this kid up clean. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, um, I'm just, I'm just gonna have fun. I have all these stories started, and it's like I said, I have it in here. Now I just gotta get it down, get everything copywritten, and then
Yep.
I'm gonna just roll from there, and that's it. And then once the copyright is not actually the hardest thing to do. It's actually pretty easy. I just gotta my orders in. I just gotta complete it and just check out, and that's it. Cause in case you guys want to know about copyright, here we go. I give you a quick lesson so you don't drive yourselves crazy. You can do it yourself. You can register with the state. It's totally free. However, if you do it yourself, understand you're gonna have to do a lot of legwork as well. So my suggestion is, if you're gonna copyright anything, go through LegalZoom. And I know they're not paying me. I
Mm.
wish they were. But shout out to LegalZoom. You can reach me up at the Spiders Lair if you need. I need some damn. What do they call them? Sponsors. Sponsors. So anyway, LegalZoom can do it for you. And in case you're wondering, when you're doing a copyright, it's the copyright, not just your writing, it's the copyright your art as well. Yo, what's up?
Appreciate
Oh,
you, Conchu.
nice, nice.
Yo,
So
writing and ending is the worst. Trying to
yes,
figure out where a story's gonna end and how it's gonna end. That's that piece that just takes it to a different level of like skill. And a lot of writers get bashed because their endings aren't fire.
yeah, you see,
Sorry,
like
totally off track, but
no, it's all good though because I think about that all the time. Because I told you, I have the whole story written out from beginning to end, and I'm already thinking about the new story that's coming in because there's got
yep.
to be more protagonists. Because it's hard to describe, but it's like an entire team of these creatures must come together to become a team to fight what's even worse that's waiting coming down the road. And the one who realizes this, he's pretty much can be considered an anti-hero. I won't say how, but in the
Yeah.
story he gets revealed as to how.
Yeah. No
So it's
spoilers.
like if you could imagine, like for yourself, if you could imagine like if you killed millions of life forms, and
Yeah.
it'll be more than millions, by the way, but I'm just saying for a human mind, if you killed millions of life forms and you're trying to repent for that, but no matter what you do, in the end, everything ends. So
Yeah.
that's all I'm gonna say about it for now. But yeah, it's just like to the point where it's gonna wrap around quick. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the first comic done hopefully by May, June, and I'm gonna test that. I just gotta find a publishing house, but I've been shopping around some on the internet. There are places you could do like a order of 100 for a
Okay.
couple $100, and I am gonna self-publish. I am gonna have my own publishing company. I'm doing that as soon as the book is done. The LLC's up. It will be up by then anyway. I'm self-publishing. I'm not gonna do any kind of fundraising for the first book. If this book
Hmm.
does good, then what I'll do is whatever I can do, I guess, to fund Patreon or whatever, then I'll set that up. And I'm hoping
Yeah.
that by that time I would get more talking, because by the time I'm done with the story, believe me when I tell you, there's gonna be a lot of talk about this. And I'm not just saying that because when I'm sitting there with an average fandom like my fiance, she's into the art like I am. Shout out to the baddie girl. What's up, girl? But she's into the art like I am as well. That's what drew us together. The only thing is, like I said, she's a Batman and I'm a Spider-Man. So, it was like always clashing. She was like, why can't you just love Batman? She wanted us to be
Why can't you
the
love Spider-Man?
Batcave. Yeah, that's what I said. Why can't you love Spider-Man? But she does. So she goes, oh, I do. So, shout out to her, because a lot of the inspiration that you see is pretty much because of her as well. So,
Yeah.
it's good to have a woman that loves your habits like this. If you get a geeky woman that's hot, you better hold on to her both hands. So anyway, yeah, we just I don't know, man. This is an exciting time for me because I just got so much going on, and I feel really blessed, and I feel like in this iteration of my life, I'm gonna be able to do what I always wanted to do since I was younger. And I tell you
Yeah.
guys, if you are ever doing anything in life, and I don't care how happy you are or sad you are, how much money you're making or you're not making, if you really know that you're not supposed to do that, then go do something that you're gonna love. Because the minute you do something that you love, you're never gonna work a day in your life.
It's true.
I mean, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure, Chris, you love the children, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you love doing what you're doing, right?
I love teaching.
Exactly.
I'm
You
working right
have to
now on
feel
getting stuff done for 2 days from now. Well,
right.
24 hours from now, basically, at this point. And it's like, this is just fun. Like I'm enjoying doing math. Like,
Exactly.
when did
You're
I think I
enjoying.
was going to do that
You know what
growing
it
up?
is?
But
You know what it is, Chris? Because you enjoy doing math, because you enjoy watching the fact that kids are
exactly.
learning how to
Yeah.
do math from you, just like you learn how to do math from somebody else. See, that's not work. That's you followed your passion. That's my
Yep.
point. And then you're
One of
doing this. So
one of the biggest things that I've learned working with the colleagues I'm working with right now is that pretty much every one of the teachers who became a teacher that I'm working with in math are they've always said, and they still say to this day, their favorite teacher from school growing up was one of their math teachers, because it's a whole different thing. Like,
yeah.
math teachers are a different beast in of itself, and you love them or you hate them. And unfortunately, I mean, a lot of my kids do go, oh, I hate that Mr. Longwell. And I'm like, you hate me because I hold you to a high standard. I don't really care. Like,
You say,
hate me or love me, go right ahead. But
don't hate me because you ate me. No, you're gonna learn from me. That's
exactly.
it. That's how you tell them. Don't make me come up in that classroom. I think I'm gonna have to come by one day, sir. I think we
Yep.
meet the kids are gonna have a nice little talk. Come into your classroom. No, it's all good. I just want your kids to follow me. Don't worry about it, kids. Do what you want in life. That's the whole point of this. Like, follow your passions. I'm telling you. Do
Yeah.
what you want. Don't let nothing stop you. I know it's hard. It's hard. I hear the millennials. I hear you guys. I know it's hard. I know Gen X took everything, and I know the baby boomers. I know everything. Yeah, I get it. I
Yep.
get it. I get it. So now you're not at work 4 times as hard. Sorry, but that's the way it is. Sorry. Don't worry. We're
You
gonna make it up to
know?
you. You don't understand. Trust me, down the road when we're all gone, we're gonna make it up to you. But for now, suffer. Suffer builds character. This is how you
That's what's
learn how
up.
to love life. You know how you learn how to love life? When you're at the bottom. Because then when you
Yep.
rise yourself up from the bottom and you reach the very top, that's when you know, yeah, life is good. But you're never gonna know what life is if you don't suffer a little bit. We have to suffer in life.
Yeah.
My generation, that's how it was. I ain't preaching to the kids. I'm just saying, hey, we suffered, but you know what? It made us stronger. It
Yeah.
did. I mean, you know,
It straight up.
I mean, I remember I was a little kid riding around my bike. Nobody cared when I was growing up. You ride your bike, you fall down, boom. Okay. I mean, right now, everybody would go run to the kid. You know, oh my God, you got a concussion. Helmets, what was that? Knee pads, why? Why? I would come back
Yep.
every couple of weeks with skin knees and, you know, a couple bumps in my head. I remember
Oh,
one time, yeah,
I've got
exactly. Me
scars up and
too. Oh,
down
yeah,
elbows.
still do.
Like
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, like, I think one time I really felt so hard that I think I definitely was concussed. I never told my parents, but I mean,
yeah.
I felt hard enough that when I hit the ground, I saw Mickey Mouse and Goofy and Donald Duck, and I thought I was in Disney World. And I knew that was a nightmare because I hate Disney. Shout out to Disney. I love you, but I hate you. We got a love hate relationship. But yeah, I think I was
I
concussed,
love
and
to
I was
hate
very
you and
young.
you hate to love me.
Yeah, it don't matter. We work together though. You see, that's what the whole point of Hollywood is too.
Yep.
Is that I like Hollywood for that
Yeah.
reason. I don't care how much you hate somebody. These people get the job done. I've seen people literally that couldn't stand each other. I have been in the middle of two people who talk crap about each other to me, and I'm like, why are you both talking crap to me? So you can tell the other one. I said, but don't you guys can't just text each other? But then that's harassment. I said, but you're harassing me. But it's all good though. I have friends like that, so I just sit there, listen, and I just pass it back and forth like they want. But
Yeah.
still, in the middle of that, I'm saying, but we gotta get this done. Yeah, of course we're gonna get this done. I still don't like him. Yeah, definitely gonna get this done, but I still don't like him. Okay, as long as we gonna get it done, we good. So you know, like from my life and what I've been through, it's very you learn how to really negotiate with people,
Yep.
and you know, and I'm not saying I'm perfect. I mean, um, I had like a little argument with a dude today, and he pretty much like tried to run up on me. It wasn't nothing bad, but I did give him the command of stop where the hell you are, talk to me,
Mm-hmm.
don't take it. And he did listen. And the gentleman listened. And, you know, and I think that he knew that's not the one. Like he just knew, like, you know, it's all good though. But you know, that's what I'm talking about. Like, stand your ground when you
That's
have
what's up.
to. And when you gotta walk away, just walk away. But always stand your ground when you have to. That's it. You know?
Yep.
And I just tell you guys, life is rough. It's okay. It's okay. It's rough. This is what's gonna make you stronger. It's gonna make you
Yep.
stronger. Remember, if you think you have it rough, look at any country other than America. Any country that's not democratic. I'm not gonna name no names. You know what I'm talking about.
You
Go
know
look at
who
them.
they are.
You know who they are. Go look at their quality of life, and I want
Yep.
you to tell me how bad do you think you would have it had you be born over there.
Yeah.
And
No,
that's
for
the
sure.
difference. There's always hope here. No matter what anybody says, people always flock to here for a reason. So
Yeah.
people who live here, if people are still coming here, there's still value here. Because tell me, unless is everybody going to Canada? I don't know. I don't see a great
Everyone
northern
said they were going to go to
migration.
Canada, but nobody went.
Yeah, what happened to all those people that said they were going to Canada? Listen, I don't care who's president or not. Canada's cold. I would never go to Canada under any
In fact,
circumstances.
some of
I'll
them
stay in
came
the United
here.
States. Yeah, I don't blame them. It's too cold up there. You can't live up there. I heard in New York that they had the migrants that they were complaining that there was so much crime and there's so much competition for work here that they requested to be sent to Canada. So they sent them to Canada. Shout out to Canada. Yo, guys, listen, they want fair rights and work. So hook them up. That's what they
Yep.
were complaining about. They weren't getting any work and that there was too many homeless people on the street.
Yeah.
People from like South America, wherever you're from, you're complaining about this. That's right, because New York City is that hard. Don't come to New York City. You get slapped. You get slapped and put back on the next bus. New York is heartless, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
I worked there for years and I know, man. New York is heartless, but I love it though.
On that note, so next week I want to do I'm gonna see if I can get an artist on. I've been trying to get him on for a couple of weeks. Gonna see if next week works into his schedule. And then kind of go from there. He does a lot of like covers and stuff. I'll send you some of his work so that way you can kind of like
what's up. Yeah, for sure. And send me. I'll
yeah.
IG this kid and everything. You know how I roll, especially
Yeah.
when it comes to comic art. And maybe in the future, I don't know if you want to do this or not, because I'm going to be having a show. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to set everything up. But like I said, I have like about 19 different things going on right now, and it's very hard to keep up with all 19 of them. I mean, just organizing my stuff alone, I got to do. I just have so many Spider-Man comic books I got to put away. Oh, no. Oh, boy, man. Nah, I can't. It's just too much. You don't understand. I'll just show you up here real quick, and then you get an idea what I'm talking about. So let's see. I got to clear all that out there. I got like an entire corner of, wait, look at all that. Wait, all that up there. Wait, I gotta see. So, yeah, I got a bunch of stuff, man. I can't even mess with this camera. I got like so many things piled here. This was from Wayways Comics. Check it out.
Wow.
That's going up on my roof over here. And this one too.
Is that Venomized Joker?
Yes, this is going on a t-shirt, by the way.
That's sweet.
I told him when we make money off this thing, he's gonna get a percentage of this because it's my art, but you know what? Any artist that works with me, you create something that I'm gonna make money with, yo, you guys are gonna get a percentage. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do that, but I do it because that's how I feel about my artists, yo. And this
that's
one.
Nice.
Also, I was gonna say in the future, I know we gotta go. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
If you get the time that you want, maybe we could have Wayways on for
definitely.
Show. And
Would
then
love to.
And then when I'm all situated with my show, if you want to go over the book and everything, and then by that time I'll have the book, I'll have the name of the company, everything will be LLC, I'll have the book, it'll be copywritten. So the book will be copywritten tomorrow. I just gotta get up and finish it. Yeah. And then the next thing I'm gonna work on next month is the comic book company, and that's another thing. It's 3 things I have to do. So if you guys are ever starting the company, then I'm gonna let you go. If you ever start in the company, I wanted to not only write a book, I wanted to have so I make my own company. That's a separate thing. Then I had to make a logo. You have to copyright your logo. That's completely separate. And then you have to copyright your storyline. So my storyline will be copyrighted, tied with my logo, distributed by my LLC. So I hope that was helpful to any of you guys. And with that being said, I wish you all
do this, to do that, to get here, to do all of the what I want to do.
And wait till you see how you break down the corporation so you're like in a legal show and no one can touch you. That's what you need. And trust me, we're all going to be rich together in the lair.
There you go.
There you go.
Have a good night, everyone. See you later.
Yes, thank you. And shout out talking to you. We're going to be talking some more. All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
Peace out, traveler. See you later, Khonshu. And have a good night, Cray Cray.